Hello everyone. So start from the today class. Today we will learn about Edward Thorndike. Okay. So he is the modern educational psychology father. Was name is educational E.L. Thorndike, and he given a bond theory of connectivism. Okay, connectivism means to link between the two bonds. Okay, also called the SR theory. Okay, SR theory means stimulus response theory. Basically he worked on animal intelligence. Okay, now we ask about the his birth. So 31st August 1874 to 9 August 1949 in USA. Okay, now he given a different kinds of law of learning. So basically define the law of learning. So law of learning means when we have to mental preparation for action, this is called the law of learning. Okay, here readiness means preparation. So preparation, basically two types occur here. First is the primary, second is secondary preparation. In the primary preparation there is the three kinds of. First is law of readiness, second is law of exercise, and third is law of fit. Okay, so what is the law of readiness? Readiness means when we are ready to do a task. Okay, and law of exercise having the when we practicing the tasks on the regular basis, and law of affect when we have to feel confident about our task. So this is called the law of affect. Okay, now come to the law of readiness. Basically if I take in a one real example on the regular basis, which we each and every person do in the real life. Suppose that if we start learning the cycle. Okay, so firstly we are as a lay person, we don't know how to handle the cycle. But after that, when we practicing on the daily basis, this is called the law of exercise. So law of exercise having the two types. First is the use and second is the disuse. In the use, if we practicing daily our cycle, so it will be use in practice. Okay, while if someday if I not able to practice the cycle, so that day what happen is that they feel very loose confident about the and our practicing. If will any kind of cut off during the practicing our exercise, our cycle, so that this is called the law of disuse. Okay, here law of affect. After that we will regular practicing our cycle, then we will feel very confident about the our practicing cycle, this practicing cycle, and we will feel that, oh, I'm the learn person. Okay, this is called the law of affect. Law of affect means basically if we are able to if we able to grasp the what we have to start and what we have to continue to get the productive way, this is called the law of affect. Here if we talk about the now secondary law, so this is the here secondary law. There is the multiple types. So first is the law of multiple readiness. So in the multiple readiness means we have to perform, suppose that anything, like if we start reading but we do not able to got the concept in the one way, so we have to use multiple way like books, internet, Google. So this is the multiple readiness effect. Okay, now second is the law of attitude. So what is the law of attitude? Okay, while our style which will shown out how to learn. Okay, how to learn in the positive way, this is called the law of attitude. Now third is law of partial activity. So partial activity we will take in a very positive way. If you hear about the partial activity in the psychology, in the terms of CDP, so it's a very positive word, because if we do something which is a regular basis, this is not much influence. While if we taken on the doing some gap, like 2 days, 3 days, weeks, twice, thrice week, so this is given the more positive affect our learning. Okay, now fourth is that law of assimilation and analogy. What happen is association analogy means basically if we have a shifting the knowledge, new situation but in the similar conditions, this is called the law of assimilation analogy. Now after that, law of association shifting. What is the association shifting? Is that when we are okay, again, if this two term is very, very complex term, which I explain, is that first is law of analogy and second is that law of association shifting. So what is the law of analogy? Analogy means, okay, when we are compare the new situation to the previous learned one. So this is called the law of analogy. Suppose that, if I take in one example, suppose that if we are I learn a cycle. So same as the you start the learn the bikes, because you know how to handle the cycle, you know how to handle the cycle in the directions. Okay, so you are also able to handle your bike itself. This is called the law of analogy. Now come to the law of association shifting. Law of association shifting is that when you have to be required the new situation in the similar way. Suppose that you person are know about how to eat a rice, okay, rice and dal. And suppose that your mama give you, okay, you start eating rice with paneer. So you will eat as the same situation, na? You will eat by your hand, okay, as the same way you mix it out with two as the same way as earlier you mix out like your chawal and dal. Okay, so this is the law of association shifting. I hope you all are what I mean to, explaining you. So thank you all of you from the 2D class. Just note it down, okay? This is very important.